So the first thing that you're going to do in this case is click on the option that says academic. You go to the home tab in the font group where it says Calibri. You click on the arrow and search manually for what they're asking you to find. If you don't want to search for it, you can just click next to Calibri, backspace, and type it in. The computer will give you a short list. In most cases will give you the one that you want. So you click on the option that says enter and your computer will apply it. The second one, they said they changed the size to 20. So when you find 11, you can either click on the arrow and search for 20, or you can either go click next to 11, type 20, press enter, and your computer will change the font size. Now, they've given you a very important question here. They say merge across columns used. You select from A, B up until G because these are the columns that are currently used. When you are done, you go to the home tab. In the alignment group, you will find a box with a two-headed arrow. When you stand on it, it says merge and center. You don't click on the icon or the ribbon. Instead, you click on the arrow next to it. You go to the option that says merge across. When you click on it, the computer is going to merge all the columns. You'll find that now there's no longer lines that are dividing each and every single column. It's all just one big cell. Are we fine? So from that point on, they're asking you in the next question, wrap text column headings into 2 lines. Adjust column width where necessary. So they're talking about the column headings. The column headings are subject, semester 1, 2, total, and final exam. They want you to wrap the text headings. So what you need to do is select all of the headings, which is what you find inside row number 2. You can either click on the number 2 to select the entire row, or you can just select the active cells. When you are done, you go back to the home tab. In the alignment group, right on top of merge and center, there's a page that has been cut into 2. When you stand on it, it says wrap text. You click on that option and your computer will apply some type of change. Now, if you don't see any changes being applied, you are supposed to go reduce each and every single column. So stand between B and C and make the column smaller. Your computer will automatically start to resize or wrap your text. Now, if the column is too small, your computer in most cases will actually wrap to more than 1 row. But if your column is just right, your computer will wrap into 2 rows in this case, or in this manner. Same applies to semester 2. You just make it a little smaller. Total only has 1 word. Average only has 1 word. Final exam, we have 2 words there. So you make this column a bit smaller, and final is at the top, exam is at the bottom. Question number 3, they're saying here, insert a row between row 1 and row number 2. Delete row number 9. They want a new row between row number 1 and row number 2, and then they want you to delete row number 9. Right, so currently in row number 8 we have nothing. In row number 9 we have max. So what needs to be done? You stand on row number 2, right click, go to the option that says insert. Automatically your computer will replace the row number 2, which has active cells inside there, with a new row number 2 that has nothing, because you just literally told your computer replace this row, insert a new row where I'm currently standing. And what you guys will see is that row number 9 has now changed. It's no longer max, it's an empty row, which means everything has been moved down. The question says delete row 9. So what you need to do is click, don't select in this manner because you won't get to the last column. What you need to do is click on number 9. Your computer will select the entire row. Right click while you are standing on it, go to the option that says delete, and you'll find that the entire row has been deleted. The next question says delete the average column. Let's just see. Insert borders to the ranges A3 till G8 on the spreadsheet. Outside should be double line and inside should be dashes. So they're saying from A3, right up until we get to G8. Right, so this is all they want. A3 starts with subject and G8 ends with this row that has communication inside. They want us to give them columns. You go to the home tab, borders home tab in the font group. You click on the arrow next to this little window that you find there. There's different types of options. They asked us to apply a double line border outside, and inside they want dash lines. You need to go to the option that says more borders, because what you're looking for is not here. You click on more borders. So you will click on the double line, go to the option that says outline, so your computer knows that you want this line that you've selected or this border to be applied on the outside of what you've selected. Then they wanted you guys to apply a dashed line on the inside, so you select the dashed line and tell your computer, this line or this border that I've selected, I want it to have applied inside. So you click on inside. Your computer will give you a preview. When you are done, you click on OK, and you'll see that on the cells that you have selected or that you had selected, your computer will now apply the changes or the borders here. The next question says delete the average column. This is straightforward. You click on the letter E because they want you to delete the entire column. If you do something like this, it's gonna just confuse the entire column. So it's best if you just select here on E. Your computer will select everything, and when you are done, right click, go to the option that says delete, and your computer will delete what you have selected. That one is straightforward. Now we get to the important stuff. They say here, add the name ranges of the following. They want you to apply the following name ranges. Semester 1 needs to be the range from B4 up until B8. B4 is where we find 60, right up until D8 where we find 27. Remember, you're going to use these name ranges to calculate. So it's very rare that we would ask you to select from the heading, which is text, up until the last number, because the moment you try and calculate sum, it will not work, because you find that your computer says it will tell you that it's impossible to calculate this because now you have text inside here. So what you need to do is be specific. Start selecting from 60 till 25. When you are done, they want you to change the name range. I will show you a few ways that you can do this. First one is my shortcut. You select the range that you want. Come here to this option here, which is called the name box. It currently tells you that the range that you've selected is called B4. You click next to B4. You backspace. You are saying, I want to change the name from B4 till semester 1. Now what happens here is that whenever you are working with name ranges, you cannot put any open spaces, but you can apply a dash or underscore or things like that. So now we are going to apply what needs to be applied in place of a space. You click on the number 1. So you are telling your computer, I want this range that I've selected to be called semester 1. If you are sure and happy about this, click on OK. You will see that when you move away or you select a different range, your computer tells you that this range that you've selected is C4. But when you go back to the previous range that you have named, it's called semester 1. Now, let's go rename the second one. It's supposed to be semester 2, from C4 till C8. Now what you guys are going to do is select this. When you are done, you go to the option that says formulas right here at the top. Go to the option that says define name. You click on the arrow next to it and say define name yet again. Now, because you have selected the range below the heading semester 2, it automatically gives you a recommendation of saying, let's call this semester underscore 2. If you are happy about that and you confirm that this range is referred to as C4 till C8, and if that's definitely what you want, you just click on OK, and you'll see that now the range's name is going to change from C4 and it will be now semester 2, right? So we are also told to change D4 to D8 to total. So you select from D4 right up until D8. Depends on what you want to do now. Let's say you want to go and change it right here. So you click next to D4, backspace, change the name to total. When you are done, press enter. Let's say you had made a mistake. So when you made a mistake on a specific name range, you go to the option that says name manager. When you click on it, it shows you the different types of names that you have. Are we all there? So now let's say I don't like the way semester 1 has been typed, because now I've typed semester 1 in small letters. You will click on semester 1 and click on edit, which means I can just go where it says semester, backspace, and make it capital letters. Remember, if I'm speaking too fast, all you need to do is you can slow it down, but you can rewind over and over until you understand. When you are done, you click on the option that says OK, and you will see that your computer will change that small letter semester to now a big letter semester. When you are done, you just close it and you just double check. When you select that range, it now has capital letter semester typed in there. Last one, final exam. So we go to the option that says final exam, select it. From that point on, whichever option or way that you prefer, you click on the option that says define name, and you click on define name again. It already recommends that finals should have an underscore and exam. If you are happy with this, you click on the option that says OK, and your computer will change the name. Now, right after we are done with all of that, we are now given questions, which are the following. They're saying in cell address A2, which is obviously this one over here, they want you to insert a date. There's different ways of inserting a date. I will just try and do all of them right now. You can either say equal sign, because now normally they'll say insert a date using a formula. Then they'll give you keywords as well. They'll either say insert today's date, which is equal sign today, open bracket, close bracket. When you press enter, your computer will give you today's date. But when you click on this date of today, you'll see that in the formula bar, it doesn't show the number. Instead, it shows how you got to the date. Then sometimes you might be asked to insert the date and time for right now. This is equal sign, and you're going to say now. Then you open a bracket and you close a bracket. When you are done, press enter. If you get this, it just simply means that the cell or the column is not big enough. So just double click and you'll see that your computer has given you the date and the time for right now. When you are done with that, your computer is now going to, you are asked again to insert the date. If they give you an option or they give you a date saying insert the following date using a formula, what you're going to do is type the equal sign, type date, open a bracket. Your computer will tell you that for this formula, you firstly need to give me the year, then the month, then the day. So the year is 2019, semicolon. The month is June, semicolon. The day is 27, close colon. When you press enter, remember this means the column is not big enough. When you double click, it shows you the date of that specific year that you typed in there. And when you click on it, your computer will show you the formula of how they got to this date. Now when you are done, we go to the next question. Let me just quickly delete these two. You go to the next question. They say calculate the total of the 2 semesters divided by 100. Copy the formula down. Calculate the total of the 2 semesters divide by 100, copy the formula down. So you guys are going to say equal sign. When you are done, you're going to say semester 1. You can either type in there semester 1, or if you don't type it in, let's just open a bracket, you can select the range. So they want firstly the total, which simply means we need to add. So we are saying this part plus this part. When you are done, close the bracket. They said when you are done calculating the total, divide this by 100. So you just simply need to go to your keyboard, click on the divide sign, and click on 100. Your computer will definitely be aware that semester 1 and semester 2 need to be added. When I'm done getting the answer, I need to divide this by 100. This is a straightforward question and a straightforward formula. You click on the enter button, it gives you the answer. After getting the answer, they said here, copy the formula down. This is actually very, very important. Copy the formula down. They don't want you to go calculating one by one. They're saying what you have done in D4, just continue to do it going down. So you click here at the bottom right corner, copy the formula down, and your computer will calculate automatically for each and every single one. Next question.